Was it a scary situation where they tried getting you up out of here and it felt like they took you off TV?
They try to cancel me like at least once a year.
Well, I mean, no, I know, but there was the time, I think it was a couple years ago when you had that interview. I forget. I don't even want to get into the specifics.
But that's, I mean,
but it was a learning moment that you went through with everybody.
100%. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like moments like that either show your toughness or show how quickly you can fold. So, I think Martin Luther King said it best. He's like the true test of a man's character isn't in times of comfort, but in times of controversy. Mm-hmm. So that just shows you how solid I was to every community, to where most people instantly or they waver, and where like I leaned into it and then began to understand and really focus not only on my business and saw who was riding with me and who wasn't, but then at the same time, any wrongdoings that I made, I corrected, as every man should.
And I think we need to be more. I mean, it's kind of crazy because we don't give a lot of people that opportunity anymore.
Yeah, and I got another show that I'm creating right now that I already created, that we already shot, that'll be debuting pretty soon. But literally deals with that. I mean, I coined the frame counsel culture. It's not about cancel culture. It's counsel culture. Don't cancel one another. Counsel one another. To take like your brother and show him how to shake it up and how to really get it right and give him an opportunity. None of us are greater than God, and so we should allow him to be the one to judge.
Yeah, I feel like in a time where like we're so at least perceived, I think we have a lot more in common than people would like to talk about.
Yeah, they always say there's more similarities than differences.
There's like these small things that people are far apart on, but everything else, they everyone loves their family. Everyone wants to be safe. Everyone wants to be prosper. But if you don't agree on this or this, it's like you got to hate the other person. And I think
and that's, I mean, a Buddhist mentality is we are one without none and none without one. So in that idea of like we need each other to operate, and if we keep allowing the powers that be to split us up,
it really feels like it's some powers that be shit, bro.
Yeah, like because that's how they control you. They control you, divide and conquer.
That's really
but if
what
you really understand, like again, like we got more similarities and differences, and the shit that we bicker about. That's one of the things that is, I say Wild 'N Out is the most progressive show on television, because we can have people from two different walks of life. We can have someone from the Jewish community, someone from the Muslim community, and they go at it and hug it out at the end. We can have a homophobic person and a transgender person go at it and hug it out at the end, but they talk the most shit, say the most stereotypical, offensive stuff. But when you say it's up all of the guides of family and comedy and humor, we win. So, but when you allow that stuff to be rooted in hate, and therefore you think you better than somebody else because of your life experience and vice versa, that's where shit goes wrong.
Yeah, I think it's like people will talk people will make mistakes, and I think that's just human nature. Yeah. So if someone makes a mistake that's not from a hateful place,
exactly, correct.
Talk to them.
Yeah, that's why they put erasers on pencils.
It's like yo,
I don't fuck with earthlings.
So the new show that you're working on is called Counsel Culture.
Yeah, you getting the exclusive here because I actually wasn't supposed to talk about that yet. But yeah, that's it's something I kind of realized, man, that when I was doing my daytime talk show, I was like, this ain't where the bag is. You know what I mean? All of that Ellen money and Oprah money, they came and scooped all of that up.
Yeah, it's kind of like they kind of got the last of that money.
Yeah. So I went in there. I was like, there's no way this makes sense to it takes 16 hours to make 1 hour
and the
content.
Bandwidth of doing it every day.
Yeah, like it was trying to do radio, like it was literally draining me. So I had to step away. So I was like, I want to be able to do the same thing, have the same type of impact, but consolidate it and do
12
it
12 episodes a season or something.
Yeah, but really, what even on a daily perspective, it's like it has to be able to be a part of my lifestyle, opposed to me trying to come here and show up for work. Like I don't work for nobody. So it's like if it feels like I got a job, then I'm out. But the fact that I can actually live my life and document the process and show the process and actually truly help people, and the fact that I go to therapy a few times a week, how can I bring that to the table? The fact that I have great relationships with the mothers of my children, and knowing how fascinated and intrigued people are by my life, how can I offer that in a way to not only I can be open and honest and control my own narrative, but then at the same time monetize it.